Hey bro, instead of hunting our prey in the jungle, why don't we go to the most dangerous place on earth? Los Angeles. That's stupid. But bro, we can get like celebrities. They're the most dangerous people on earth. I already got one. Whoa, who's that? This guy named Justin Bieber. He tried to like get me high or something just because I have dreads. He tries to kill the world with his stupid pop music. I did the world a favor. You're welcome.
Hello, big kids. It's time for your
Big review.
What up, big kids? Here's your big review of the Predator Hot Toys City Hunter Predator 1/6 collectible figure. Here we got the really nice box sleeve that says Predator 2 on the top. City Hunter Predator with the City Hunter Predator's face with his mask on there. And it has this little targeting thing. 1/6 collectible figure, collector's edition MMS 173. Sides of the box sleeve just says City Hunter Predator and continues that same design. While the other side of the box has this Predator design, I guess. It says City Hunter Predator. Back of the box sleeve has a warning, a choking hazard. You might choke on the predator while in the city. I guess that's what happens in Los Angeles. On the top and the bottom of the box just says Predator 2, City Hunter Predator. And when you take off the box sleeve, you get the City Hunter Predator in a nice window display box with cool like net packaging going on down there. That same pattern continues on the side of the box, which says City Hunter Predator on it. And the back has the cast and crew, I guess all the people who designed and helped sculpt the figure, which is very awesome. Oh, it's hunting season, so let's review the City Hunter Predator. And here we got the Hot Toys City Hunter Predator from Predator 2, the most badass predator that ever hit the City of Angels. Let's take a closer look at him. Freaking love the detail on this guy. I'm showing him with this mask first. Always love the mask of the, I guess what's now called the City Hunter Predator. This is actually the third version that Hot Toys has done. They've done one years ago of one in his like this mode, and then one with the battle damage mode. Of the browns, paint apps are awesome. The dreads are rubberized and they have excellent, in fact amazing detail as always. Love what they do with the dreads, and it hides the little cord for the light up LED targeting system. Like, actually, where is it? Yeah, it's like the switch is right here, which I'll show in a second. And his med kit is here, which I'll show more. And his targeting, like, shoulder cannon, which I never thought it was as cool as the original Predators, but it's still cool. It's more compact and still badass. The armor looks amazing. What's great about this one versus the original one that came out, this is not a model kit. You don't have to put together all the arms and the netting, which I only had to do that with the Lost Predator. That was the only one of my old Predators I had before they started doing the non-model kits. But yeah, the netting's already on here. It has that new Predator body that they've been using since the Predators figures, die cast or yeah, steel. Like his gauntlet blade, which is pointy but not too pointy, which is good. The hands look amazing. So I love the gauntlet here. He has this little pouch he put on here with his bones, this little trophy thing. This thing opens right here, showing off like the self-destruct thing and this medical thing. So I really like that a lot. And yeah, it just looks so freaking cool. Shoulder right here. Yeah, the netting. He has his waist armor. This is to hold his little discus, which is awesome. And yeah, the leg armor looks awesome. His feet, toes, just for Sharmus Prime. You love them toes, Sharmus Prime. Very pointy toes. And then this part right here actually has this piece that you attach to it that is for his net. Looks really awesome. So that's, you can choose to put that on if you want. But still, the detail is freaking amazing. I love the knee pads on here. Love the paint. I haven't even showed off the head sculpt yet, which I will. For articulation, the City Hunter Predator's head fully rotate up and down on two joints on the neck here, as well as the ball joint. His shoulder cannon here can rotate it up. It also moves up here as well as down, and this part fully rotates as well as go up and down, so you can do many positions with his shoulder cannon. His arms could fully rotate, but they are hindered by the armor just a little bit. They go in and out that much. It can go out a little bit more, but you want to be careful with that. They bend at the elbow as well as rotate at the elbow. The wrists fully rotate, so let's go in and out. He doesn't have any ab crunch or anything, but he does have full waist articulation. The legs do go forward and back, in and out very nicely. They bend at the knee, which is super tight joint, and it rotates at the knee. And his ankles fully rotate as well as pivot forward and back, and a little bit ankle pivot, so really good articulation. That cord actually goes around here. You actually attach it to the back right here into let's see, where is it? Right to this slot right here. Then there's an on and off switch. Here you can see his little target and system light. Very subtle, but very cool. I like that they have that regardless. And like I said, the cord can be well hidden because of his dread, so it works out good. But let's show off his head sculpt. Dun dun dun. That's what he looks like without his mask. Real quick before putting on his mandibles, you can see here the helmet, just like what they've been doing with the classic Predator and other ones. They actually have the mandibles, lower jaw built in, so it clips in better than how they used to do, where they just put the mask over with the closed mandibles. These are the closed mandibles here, which just like the other Hot Toys Predators, you just simply insert them into his jaw. There he is with those evil green eyes. And yeah, I love the paint apps on his head. This is definitely better than the original Hot Toys one, which was amazing during the time, but I never owned it. But you can see paint apps on his head is just freaking amazing. Jaw right there is so freaking cool. I can't get over how amazing it is. But if you don't like the closed mandible look, he does come with the open mandibles, which you just simply take out these ones and insert them in. Now that's the way I would display him without his helmet mask on. Now that is just sick. Look at that detail. So ferocious and sinister. I love it. He looks awesome. Now on the back I showed you his med kit, which is removable. You just simply take it out of that tab right here. You can see here this actually opens up in 3 different ways. You can open up here. It actually has little tools right here. You actually just slip this out right here. You can see all the different tools. This part opens up. See all the different tools he used to fix his dismembered arm that he gets from Danny Glover's character. Really nice. They aren't removable, which I understand, but it would be cool if they were. But it's cool that Hot Toys put in that much detail and that you can close it up and then just simply put it on this back. Tab this back in here and it fits in very nicely. I like that a lot. The City Hunter Predator comes with tons of accessories, including of course the instruction manual and how to do his mask and the interchangeable arm. He comes with a total of 7 different hands, like holding different weapons that he has. Very nice detail. I love the paint apps on all these. He comes packaged with the 2 fisted hands, which I never get why Hot Toys or any company does that, because you always want him to hold an accessory, but you know, he has that pointy hand like, hey you, I'm gonna hunt you. He also comes with 2 extra wrist pegs. I actually had to use one of them because one is stuck in the fisted and I took out. He comes with a smart weapon disc that he used to take out Gary Busey. Poor Gary Busey. It does extend a little bit, as you can see here, and he does have a hand to hold it. You can hold it on his hip right there. It does stay in place, but it doesn't stay in place as much as I like. It will fall out. We move him around quite a bit, but if you keep him very still and don't touch him, he would stay in place. Comes with his telescoping spear that is pretty damn awesome. It even has that detail like the self-destruct health little guy that it comes with. Really amazing detail. This thing looks like it's been through war. The paint apps are freaking amazing on this, and it is pretty pointy, so be careful with that. But yeah, it does extend, of course, so you extends at 3 places on both sides. Here you just have to kind of pull it out, which is a pain. See how big this thing is. It's pretty much as big as the Predator himself. It extends this point right here, that point right there, and that point on both sides. So you can see here. I would recommend using like some sort of napkin or cloth, because doing it by hand will definitely pierce your skin. It's not the most fun, but once it's out, it looks pretty badass. The City Hunter Predator comes with this awesome skull with spine. It's covered in blood. Looks like he just ripped it out of his prey. It would have been cool if it was the guy, like the gold tooth guy that he ripped out the spine in the movie. Like if it had a little gold tooth there, that would have been really awesome. But still, I love the detail on this thing. It even has like part of his lower back right there. But this thing is awesome. You could put it in like a little trophy case. That'd be cool if Hot Toys does a trophy case display for the Predator. It doesn't come with 1 but 2 different masks. When he wears the mask after losing his helmet and his arm to Hardigan, Danny Glover's character in the movie, he has one that has this little tabs to sliding into his lower jaw. It has the cord here that connect, and then he has one just for holding purposes. So it's cool that Hot Toys did that. So one that will actually stay on him and has really nice detail on both of them. They're pretty much identical minus his lower jaw here. Just remove the mandibles here. Just simply insert the mask into those little slots right there, and you can see he holds it. It looks pretty awesome. Even with this mask, it looks pretty menacing. I really like it a lot. And then this little tube right here, there's a little hole down there that you just simply insert it into. Wait, didn't he lose his arm when he was wearing that? Hot Toys actually gives you an interchangeable arm that he lost. You can see where he was cut by his smart disc that was used by Hardigan, Danny Glover's character. You would just very carefully pull out this arm, which is really nice that it's not super hard to pull this out. I'm really glad about it. It's not, there's been some interchangeable things with Hot Toys like heads and everything that are a bit, so you just simply insert his arm right here, just push it in. That's what she said. There you got his battle damage look, which is really awesome that Hot Toys took what was once two separate figures and made it into one. So you can literally buy the same figure and display them two different ways. And of course it comes with a standard Hot Toys stand that says Predator 2 City Hunter Predator on the nameplate with the adjustable cradle.
Hey bro, can you lend me a hand? Dude, seriously, I've been dealing with the former governor of California. You can't even beat Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon. You suck, man. You should just go to Disneyland and go on the teacups, because that's how much a pansy you are. Fine, I will go on the teacups. I love Disneyland.
Size comparison time. So here you can see that the City Hunter Predator is in good skill with other Predators, like the classic Predator. And you can see how much taller he is than the Dutch figure from the Predator line, as he is a 14-inch figure, so he's in good scale with human figures. Now, the City Hunter Predator is my second favorite Predator to, of course, the classic Predator. I am actually a big fan of the Predator 2, even though, of course, it's not as good as the first one. I still love that movie a lot. I love how the Predator looked in this movie, and I hope that they do more, like redo the Elder Predator and all the other Predators they have done, like with the Lost Predator and a Snake Predator and all that. But this guy is definitely even better than the original City Predator that they did years ago. Not only can you do two different looks of him with his battle damage look and his helmeted, fully attack mode. I love like the head sculpt with the paint apps and detail is just freaking amazing. You can display him with the mandibles closed or open. You can display him with his oxygen mask or his helmet mask. Interchangeable arms, the extendable spear, his smart disc. Just the amount of detail and the articulation is really awesome on this guy. He definitely has so much fun factor, as my buddy JR8 Nightmare would say. And you can get him for $202.99 at Alter Ego Comics right now. You better get him now before he sells out, because he's amazing. I actually want to get another one just to display him in this battle damage mode, because that's how awesome he is. He, like I said, besides this classic Predator, this guy is definitely one of the best Predator deals to ever come out from Hot Toys. Like I said, you can be like two figures in one with so many display options. I highly recommend them. For more geek news, reviews, and more, check out bkbn.net. I'm Sean Long, member of Celebrating Room in a big way. Where does he get those wonderful toys? He gets them at AlterEgoComics.com. Excuse me, he was saying he gets them at AlterEgoComics.com. For the latest in Hot Toys, Sideshow collectibles, replicas, and more, visit AlterEgoComics.com. They take PayPal, pre-order, and they lowest prices on the net. Lowest price for Hot Toys? You must be joking. Do I look like I'm joking?
Go to bkbn.net. Go to bkbn.net. Go to bkbn.net. I'll tell you to go. Go now.
Okay, who's next?
Hey, you're not Danny Glover. I mean, Hardigan.
Oh, so you're saying that since I'm not black, I can't be in the movie?
Dude, what are you talking about? I love black people. Look at me. I have dreads.
You big, ugly mother... Without me, there is no bathroom! I mean, sequel!